And it does look like we are live. All right. A big whopping 3 people in here today. Okay, guys, do me a favor in the comment section. I don't have my standard mic, so I just plugged this in. I'm going to hold it away from my face, and then I'm going to hold it right up to my mouth. Christ-centered ironworks, how does that sound? Can you hear it? Is that good? Hello? Good? Does this mic sound good? Can you hear me? Or does it sound exactly the same right now? Because it may not be picking up on that mic. Okay, great. We'll just use this mic then. All right, guys. So I see Christ-centered Ironworks is here, and I sound a bit funny. Okay, it might have been that I was a little too close to it, so I sound a bit furry. That's furry. I haven't done a live in so long, and I'm in the shop, so that door is wide open, right? And I have to have it wide open to get internet in here. And earlier today, I used my torch. I'm working on this old antique pump sprayer, and I fired up this torch it was soldered together, and I wanted to break it apart. So I took it apart, and I had to open the garage door all the way. It's 98 degrees here right now, really, really hot, really humid here in Texas. And I opened the door and had to ventilate. I turned on all the fans. I've got a big ceiling fan up here in the top of the building. That's a 6 foot, yeah, 6 or 7 foot ceiling fan. I can't remember. And that's to keep the circulation around. So I kicked that on. I turned on the fan that's right back there, and then kicked the air conditioners up on high just to get everything blowing out this direction. And got all the smoke out and all the nasties out, and had my respirator on. But it got hot in here real quick. Obviously, probably up to like 80 something degrees. Close that door. Close the front door. Within 10 minutes, it was in the 70s in this shop. It's just incredible. So those are Mr. Cool air conditioner units that I have. It's a 4-ton unit. I'll spin you around. The shop is still a mess and it's half built, but I'll spin you around right there, and you can see the actual unit. So it's on low right now, and set at 62 because I have the door open, but it's blowing right on me. And guys, a lot of you would be cold in here. I mean, it's just kind of crazy how comfortable it is. It's ridiculous. Of course, I'm wearing a little bit of extra fluff everywhere, all over my body, and until I slim down, it tends to get a little hot. So, we got a lot of people here. Fantastic. So, give us a look around. Okay, I'll give you a quick look around. Everything is very messy right now. So, I'm sitting at my metal table. I love this table, and just some of the tools I've got lined up right now. The air compressor right there is going outside, and we're going to put it on a slab with another air compressor. So we're going to marry 2 separate compressors together, and I'm not sure. They're both 60-gallon tanks. One is a 5 horse, one's a 3 horse. The newer 3 horse actually pumps faster than the older 5 horse. So I'm not really sure if I'm going to try to run them both at the same time. I think getting them to trigger at the same time is not going to happen. So it would be, one's going to run. We'll probably run that one until it starts giving us trouble, and then shut that one off and run the other one. So, and then of course just today, excuse me, I brought my drill mill in, and oh my god, I've been needing this so bad. So we got the drill mill inside, and that's like a 1970s model jet, and it's great, man. I picked it up for $400, and of course I got the CRC smart washer right here, and it's actually working right now. So what I've been doing is so the smart washer with SW7 is there's 7 different juices you can get for the Aussie juices you can get for the smart washer, and I've been it does a really good job of removing like some surface rust and grime. So I have some hinged components on this very delicate old flashlight, and they're not moving. So I just drop them in there. It cleans all that stuff out of there, and I put it inside of a little tank inside there. It's not how you're supposed to use it, but I'm telling you, man, just having that stuff submerged inside the Aussie juice, it's incredible what it does. I mean, you start out with terribly looking, rusty, nasty parts, and they come out pretty darn clean. Next is the Hot Shot 360 Duplex. So that is a Stan Zinkowski from Bar Z made this for me, and I bought it from him, and he's selling these. He's got a 1200 now too. It's really awesome. So that's the top oven is your heat treat oven, so it goes to 600 degrees. The bottom oven is your higher end heat treat oven, so it goes to 2000. and ramps up really fast, completely controllable, really, really awesome. And then, of course, compressor in the back. And there's about 6 or 7 feet in front of me. Earlier today, I did install some speakers, which is, and then, of course, we'll spin around this way. Okay, all of this wall over here, I just bought. Some of you that follow me on Instagram, if you're not following me on Instagram, get over there and check it out. But this entire wall over here is going to be nothing but shelves, shelving unit, and storage. So that's where we're going to put like future projects and current tools that I use, but I don't use all the time, and I don't want them on the floor. And then, so it gets a little messy as we go this way. We still have the ladders up, and you can see right over here we have like a half painted wall. So Gary from Tools for Machines, let me move this up. There we go. So Gary from Tools for Machines came in and helped me install this wall in about like 5 minutes. There's the other air conditioner head down there. Once again, that's a Mr. Cool. So here's the thing, guys. If I shut that one off, it's enough. It's totally enough. So what I can tell you, or sorry, 24. Yeah, it's 24. One of these 2400 BTU units is enough. You don't need to. Like, you absolutely don't need to. And for about the past week and a half, in the middle of summer, in this insulated building, and this is like, I think at most we have maybe 3 inches of compressed insulation, and you know that insulation, you compress it, it doesn't work that well. But that's how these steel buildings are designed. Is you're lifting your wall up against your. It's working great. I'm really loving it. All right, so that's the other compressor I was talking about earlier. And then, of course, there's my roll-around toolbox, and I've just got a bunch of stuff kind of stored over here. Lots of things that I had to get out of the weather. And then we've got just, you can see where the dogs are laying over there. We've got so much floor space and so much room for activities. And so we're going to hang up banners. We'll hang up some flags, standard stuff that us YouTubers love doing. And should be pretty cool, man. Couple of dogs. Yeah, that's Milo and Jackson. They're awesome. That is 24,000 BTUs, not 2,400. 24,000 BTUs. So, yeah, I'd say that that's probably like all you need for a shop this size. I really didn't know. I knew that the insulation wasn't that great here. And I knew that we were right in the middle of a field and we get Texas sun all day. I mean, hot, hot Texas sun. And so I didn't want to take a chance. And it turns out, like, gosh, man, we're not going to have any problem. We'll need no supplemental heat during the winter months here, and we absolutely don't need any more cooling in here. It's like I said, it's frigid. That door is wide open right now, so that we can get Wi-Fi. But so anyway, seem to have a low bit rate. I would assume so. We're going off of Wi-Fi through like a still building, so I might be able to help that out by opening that door a little bit, but. Yeah, it's pretty rough. Hopefully, there's no other choice for Wi-Fi out here, guys. It's really unfortunate. Actually, I may be able to help here. I'm listening to music. Let me just disconnect this guy. I was using half my bandwidth. Watch YouTube videos. There. Hopefully that'll get better. Just came in and I'm late. Baker's Lawn Care. You're not late, brother. You're right on time. So, yeah. So. Go to the Land Fest. I mean, come on now. It's going to be cool. It's going to be real cool. Let's see. 110 Living's in here, and Christ-Centered Ironworks is in here. So Christ-Centered Ironworks, he's going to be one of our black instructors there. So you guys will be able to come in and actually, I can teach you how to make a round piece of metal flat, or do a taper or some of the more basic stuff, or make a very basic knife. But Christ-Centered Ironworks is really, really impressive with what he does. And so I really wanted him because he's such a good teacher. Ooh, my microphone was pointed the wrong way. He's such a good teacher, and I thought it would be great to have him along. But there's so many other people here at the fest as well. And I don't know, it's kind of weird to talk about the fest when we've been talking about the shop. So Randy's parents have an antenna for internet. I have one. What I don't like about it is that it puts a Wi-Fi signal inside. Not a Wi-Fi. It puts a cell signal, like a cell repeater, inside my shop, and I think I might have to do it. But Lone Star Living, good old Land Fest. I'll be there. Got my golden ticket, guys. If you don't know about the golden tickets, there's not many of them left. We did a special number of golden tickets that gets you in the first day and then the second day when it's just the YouTubers hanging out. But okay, so let me kind of get my mind out of the shop because this is kind of more fest related. The Good Land Fest this year is sponsored by, bam, right there. See it? There. Evaporust. So they stepped up to the plate. It's the perfect use it. We're going to do all kinds of stuff. And so he'll be out there with them. And Eric and I are probably going to do something special. We've been trying to figure out like what we want to do, but we want to do something special together, kind of as a team with Evaporust. So we're going to figure it out. I was thinking about building like a really, really awesome. He wasn't planning to come back down to the States, but he is actually coming to the fest, and I'm super, super excited to have him with us. So, yeah, it's really awesome. Awesome says, Eric, you can't have all the golden tickets. Guys, Eric is the golden ticket. That's what's awesome about him. Oh, 12 people. Is my stream terrible or something? Is it dropping, folk? Stream is offline. Poor Justin. All right. Hold on. We'll fix it. Are we back? Are we back? Is it fixed? I think the door closed. You can find the golden ticket in select tubs of Evaporust. Oh, dude, that is awesome. Just into the chrome bumper on my truck, repairable or scrap? Bodyman question. Absolutely not repairable. And here's why. It costs more to re-chrome the bumper than it is to buy a new face bar. So it's sad. The body, the actual panel is too thick to really do any body work without denting the other side. And there's just no way to do it without cracking the chrome. The chrome finish is a lot harder than the actual metal. So if you do manage to bend the metal back in place, you got an issue there. Now you can fix it and then repaint it. That's not an issue because you can always straighten the metal back out, but you're going to damage the chrome finish. So get a hold of Keystone, and you can get an aftermarket bumper. It'll be a little cheaper because bumpers are getting really, really expensive. I think, if you got a Ford F-150, your front bumper, if you replace all the components, just in parts alone, $1,200. So, it's the same price as buying a replacement bumper, like a good one. Yeah, is everything better? Stream better? Seems like everybody's back. So, and Texan J, yes. So that everything is repairable more or less. That is absolutely correct. So what stops us from repairing it, like taking your bumper and repairing it, is that no body shops do chrome plating, right? And so your bumper would have to be replated. So after it's repaired, it's got to be sent off and be replated. The cost of all of that, it's cheaper to buy another bumper. So that's it. That's where we're at. So Saudi Arabia, awesome, brother. Glad to have you with us. Assuming brother, could be sister. Let's talk about that. We can roast a whole hog for lunch. I'm actually thinking, you guys tell me what you think. It's kind of no longer like what my channel is about, but it's what my second channel will be about once we get that fired up. I really like the homesteading aspect of things, and I became a very proficient butcher over the years, and I was considering doing a half hog butcher and show people how to break down a pig. And the second day, we're having some awesome barbecue, like fantastic barbecue, getting a bunch of prime briskets, and we're going to smoke them. The tractor club we're going to has an incredible smoker that can feed 1,000 people. It's nuts. But luckily, we won't have to be feeding 1,000 people. We'll only be feeding about 200 on the second day. But I'm still not talking about the fest. Yeah, I'm thinking about doing a hog, a half a pig, and just doing a nice butchering class, showing people how to break it down, and then those that are with us the next day, they can actually taste it. So, yes, beavers, hand tool rescue, bring the beavers, smoking beavers, in one spot. You look like you're talking to one of those Chinese movies. It looks like that way here, too. Like I could see myself with the delay. It's always terrible. Got to slim down before the fest so I can fatten back up. Dude, you're doing great. Look at me. Do Right Fabrication. What's up, brother? So, guys, this is Milo. He came up to give me some love. He's a sweet pup. Yeah, he's such a good dog. That's my boy. One of the cool things about like working from home now and doing stuff out here is that I get to hang out with my dogs all day long. So, Portal Woodworks. What's up, brother? Um, do I see a beast feast in the works? Oh, baby, I love cooking. Uh, So sorry for the spam, but I have a project. I have questions about bench dog holes or no holes on a welding table. Yeah, holes definitely, absolutely. Like if you can, buy one of the small Certiflat tables. Just get like one of the small ones, like a small section for anything you need to clamp down. Maybe like they'll sell you a like a 4x4, and then just use a plate for the other side if you want. So you have both options. Some people like to weld to their tables, like weld up fixtures and stuff. And it's good to have a table like that you can weld to. But it can help you do some bends and stuff if you're not set up for blacksmithing. And yeah, I mean it's you kind of want both, but you never want to weld. Like once you spent the time having a table flat, like getting a flat table, you don't ever want to weld on that table ever. And so never weld on your welding table itself unless it's like specifically made as a fixture table that you've made to weld on. So, who here is interested in blacksmithing? Christ-centered Ironworks asks. So, guys, you see that name, Christ-centered Ironworks. You got to go check out his channel if you are. He's one of the best blacksmith instructors I've seen on YouTube. Like, that's why I begged him to come to the festival, because he's got knowledge that is, I mean, he's got knowledge. He can present it in a way that is understandable, and that at the end of it, you're gonna be better off. You're gonna be able to take something from it. So, really like it. Bob, is the shop full? We're getting there. I've been trying to keep it cleaned out as much as possible, but I'll give you guys a pan around for some of the new people that are here. Yeah, we've got quite a bit of stuff in here right now. It's actually way more packed in over there than it looks. That's I don't know. That's probably like, if you look to the garage door right here, that stuff is pretty much out to the garage door once it gets to the welder. So, and then this side over here, we've got tools, drill mill, compressor, a whole bunch of different stuff. So, let's see, 103-degree forging. Yeah, Ninja, I understand that, brother. Man, it gets kind of hot and crazy out there on the forge. So, headliners. Eric is here if he's still here. Headliners at the event is, I mean, it's the Fits All podcast, guys. Fits All podcast. So Jimmy DeResta, Andrew from Blacksmith Tools, and Eric from Hand Tool Rescue. And if you're not listening to the Fits All podcast, you have to download the Fits All podcast. It doesn't cost anything. It's just like YouTube. You go get, you just go download it and listen to it. And it's like if you're working, you're out in the field. I think there's like 9 or 10 episodes now, and that makes it really, really awesome because you can get all your back episodes as well. So, good evening, Ian. How are you? All right. If you have walking paths in your home, your order. If you have walking paths in your shops, you have a business. Yeah. I want a Connex box because with me, I'm seriously ADHD, and like it's really, really bad. And I've learned that I have to be super organized for that to work. But I've got a lot of projects that, like, I like to bring in one project or 2 projects, maybe 3 projects at the most at a time and work on them. The reason I have so many in rotation is that's how we did it in the body shop. You'd work on 3 or 4 cars at one time. It was never an issue. It was just how we did production. And so I can do that in here. Plus, like, I may need to order parts for a part, or I may have to build a part for a project, and then I can move to the second part of the other one. I may be soaking something in evaporust. It may be like, there may be something that's holding me up from working on the project. Today, I worked on 3 separate restorations at one time. And so what I need is for all the stuff that I gather, like when I come across a really cool deal on something, I'll buy it and then have it. But my whole shop is just going to be chock full of like these crazy restoration projects that I don't have any room to work on. And so I got to make sure that doesn't happen. So I'm thinking about getting a Connex box and like tucking it away somewhere. So anyway. My gosh, my mom would be screaming at me right now. Close the door. So for those of you that don't know, we got a Mr. Cool air conditioning system for this. You've probably seen them on a bunch of different YouTube channels lately, but I'm ridiculously excited. This whole shop right now with the door open, the units are set on low 62, and if I turn the fan on, I'd freeze myself out. It's probably sitting where I'm sitting with that door open, 68 degrees with that on low. It's just crazy, man. It's ridiculous. Love it. So yeah, a lot of other things we're working on. So a bunch of people are asking me, like, where do I find out? Where do I get the info on the fest? Well, it's gotlfest.com. And maybe Christ-Centered Ironworks could post links, or maybe Bob. That's RT&D. Oh, thanks, Bob. Awesome. So Bob is one of our like major supporters of the channel. And you can see these lights right there. Bob took care of those for us, as well as that compressor over there. And he's always just been backing up everything we do. Everything we did for the museum, Bob was there for us. And now that we're going to be moving on to a different type of project and working with the Tractor Club, which is actually a 501c3. And that makes me super duper happy, because now we can do some charitable stuff for them, you know. So they're all into teaching kids. You guys haven't seen it yet. It makes the museum look silly and sad, and the museum isn't silly or sad. It was a great place. It was a really, really great place. And so it's just, homemade everything's here. Guys, I want you guys to send some love out right now to Homemade Everything. What's up, brother? How are you? So yeah, he's feeling under the weather today. He had some treatments last week that really kind of took him off his feet. So if you guys wouldn't mind your prayers, just if you don't know, go to Mark's channel, click on Homemade Everything right there, and get over there, and you can kind of understand what he's going through right now. I don't want to embarrass him, you know. But anyway, it's just good to see him here. I'm happy to see him here. So what's up, buddy? So anyway, yeah, much love, brother. So get over and check out his channel. You see what he's going through. He just went through a round of some pretty serious medication, and you got to just watch his last video. You'll understand. So it's it's my boy. It's my boy. My heart breaks. So Good Land Fest, gotlfest.com, right there, and then thegoodoftheland.com. Those are the other, like, you can go there. You can kind of see what we're about, some of the stuff that we do, and as well as gotlfest.com. Mark, what's up? Mark, you would love Yokul. He is from Iceland. And hey, I was talking to Amy the other day, Yokul. I said, hey, we're going to go to Iceland because I know someone down there now. And she's like, Iceland? Yeah, that would be incredible. So we may plan that sometime. So, yep. Prayers for Homemade Everything, man. You know, I don't know. It's one of them things where it seems like some of the best people you ever meet in your life go through some of the biggest hardships, and it's a really tough thing for me. Okay, listen, guys, I want to talk about this, but the reason I don't want to talk about this is because I don't want to cry on a live stream. so that's why I'm changing the subject. I've been playing with my little Starrett today. I got this for next to nothing. Really like this guy. Still trying to change the subject in my mind. Anyway, prayers for Homemade Everything. So, anyway. Yep, Iceland, sure about that. I'm pretty sure about that. So, yeah, Good Land Fest. Really, really excited about it. There's so much going on that we can't tell you about yet, right? So you can go there. You can kind of see the list of all the things that are going on, and go there right now and just check it out. Open it up in a file, open it up in a second window, and then you'll be able to see it later when you get off here and look at kind of what's going on, what we're doing. And guys, I'm going to tell you, that ain't even half of it. We are working with several different things and people to bring some of the coolest stuff to this event, and that's all I can say. I can't say much more. A lot of people are like, man, you know, the fest, there's not a lot of information out there about it. Yeah, I haven't even produced a promo yet, and here's why. We're still 3 months away. A lot of people don't buy their tickets until then, until they get a little bit closer, which is fine. The issue we're going to run into this year is there's only 1,800 hotel rooms available in in Temple, Texas, where the event's at, and that's going to be a bit of a problem because we had 1,500 people at last year's event, and it was the first year, and we pulled that thing off in like 2 months. So we've got a little more time this year. We're going to be a little more vocal about it as it comes up, and we've already sold a crap ton of tickets, and so yeah, and so like it's not that there's 1,800 hotel rooms. There's probably like 800 nice hotel rooms, and then the rest are just like hotel rooms. You know what I mean? So I have strategically. I'm talking to the city up there, and I'll be going in and talking to their tourism director. They're really, really excited about having the event there, and they are going to start pushing it to their locals as well, which is really nice. But last year, even doing the same, we put a lot of money into local advertising. We had like 4 people show up locally. Everyone that showed up came from somewhere else, so they needed hotel rooms. So, and let's say, Eric put out a small promo on it, and I put out a live stream on it, and that's it. And I mean, it's already like, I don't know, it's kind of crazy how much just those 2 little things have done. Now you're gonna have like the Fits All podcast talking about it. We're gonna have Jimmy DeResta's channel, and just, I mean, SV Seeker, A-Bomb79. He put a little blurb about it the other day. We sold like a crap ton of tickets that day. So it just, as more and more of these YouTubers start talking about it, and we don't have some YouTubers that we know are coming listed. Some of them I can't talk about because there is a slim possibility. If there's the slightest possibility someone can't make it, I'm not going to promise you that they'll be there until we know for sure. So we have like 10 guys that are getting their plans in order, and so just know this: if you've already purchased the ticket, this event gets better and better every day. So it's really, really cool. And I mean, we have all the cool stuff, everything from like milking your own cow to making butter and cheese with it and all that kind of stuff, from tending bees, welding classes. We're going to be, God, I want to tell you everything and I can't. We're going to be doing a lot of really cool stuff, a lot of hands-on stuff. So anyway, what's up, the Mower Man 82? And he's been passing through Arizona, carpool. A lot of guys coming from California, Antonio. And a lot of people drove, like a ton of people drove last year, which was really cool. We had cars. There were cars from almost every state out there. Roach Coach, never heard of that. Yeah, the food this year. Yeah, we pretty much had a Roach Coach last year. I didn't get to pick our food vendors. This year at the event, I happen to know Kelly McCarty. She was actually pretty famous. She was Miss America, and then she was in like Days of Our Lives or something like that. She's a really cool chick, though. Really, really awesome. She's a close friend of mine and Amy's, and she has a food truck now, and it's focused primarily on it's got a military theme, and a portion of all their proceeds go to like wounded warriors and stuff like that, which is perfect for us because that we're planning on doing charity at this event as well. But she just won Food Truck of the Year in Texas, right? So she's like the #1 food truck. Well, she's coming out, and there's like 10 other food trucks. Last year we had 1 food vendor, and for those of you that showed up and like didn't have to leave to go get lunch and did suffer through, it wasn't very good. I was not impressed with it. So I blame all that on one person. It's not me. But anyway, yeah, food is very important for me, as you can tell by my luxurious lumps all over, as well as I'm sure it's important to all you guys. So we wanted you guys to be able to have some high quality food. So this year we're bringing in the big guns. Of course, the second day, that's going to be like, you get to taste my barbecue. I'm pretty sure like A-Bomb will bust out some of his recipes because he loves cooking. I love cooking, and like we're gonna have some other barbecue guys show up as well, and we're just gonna be eating like all kinds of different recipes of barbecue. It's gonna be really cool. So anyway, and light, low-cost drill presses and bench grinder sanders. We use aluminum and plastic. Well, I can tell you, for your sanders, I wouldn't say like one of my favorite sanders. It's right here, so I'll just grab it. Now, if you're talking about a bench sander, this is a Kalamazoo, and you can get them at there's Quality of Life's little thing. So this is like $400. It's a 2 by I got back. This is a 2x48, I can't remember. I'm running 120 on it right now, and this thing's a beast, man. Like, you cannot go wrong with this unit right here. It's not very expensive, and it's going to last. It's going to last through students. That's the key. And it does have guards on it. Of course, I take my guards off because I use the top wheel as a round surface. But I really like this. Now, what's important about all this is what you want to do is, I don't care if you're doing wood and or plastic, the ceramic cuts really well, and you end up spending less money by buying something like this Norton Blaze right here. Now, there are other products. We are not sponsored by Norton. I just, it's just something I've used for a really long time, and I really like it. Use it in the body shop. There are products out there that there's good and bad with a lot of different products. I've been looking at combat abrasives because they're a lot less expensive. Like this belt right here may cost you like $4, right, for this belt, and $4 to $6 maybe. And combat will come in about, I'd say, probably 50%, maybe 60% of that cost, and it's ceramic as well, and that's probably good enough. But I really like this guy. If you have access to air, your little die grinders work great. You just got to be careful that they're not like, shoving their hands in these things. That's the danger. You almost don't want a powerful piece of equipment. You definitely don't want like a 24-inch disc sander, because someone's pushing wood into that, and you got a little gap or something that flips the wood up. It will literally, and you got 36 grit paper on a 24-inch rotating mass. It's going to remove the fingers faster than you can cut them off with a table saw. It's just, and it won't care. It won't care how many you stuff in there. So keep it underpowered, keep it light. 1x30s are good enough to teach them on a lot of stuff. They're just not wide enough. So that's 1/3 horsepower, I think. Sorry, 3/4 horsepower. Now you got me questioning it. It's half horsepower. So that's half horsepower. I can stop it, but it's got enough power. And I've hit it with my thumb before. It doesn't really do anything, so you're good to go. Should do a restoration video on a wood-burning stove for the shop. That would be cool, man. I was thinking about putting in a wood-burning stove in here and actually just kind of really building one. I thought that would be cool, but this is a 24 SEER air conditioner unit, and this is going to sound crazy, but we had 13 days that we ran this system with the lights on that are in this building that are LED, and the electric bill at 13 days was like $26. That's insane. Like, it doesn't take anything. The air conditioners have gotten so efficient. It's just nuts. My guess is I'm going to spend $150 a month cooling and heating this place. And I mean, that's crazy, but that's the cost of doing business, and I mean, that's not bad at all, considering that's running welders and all that kind of stuff and all the tools. So, belt grinders are excellent gravel rash simulators. They are. Yeah, $26. That's nuts, man. I used to live in Dallas, and we had a really, really high electricity bill. Man, it was like $600 a month. I would not recommend waste oil burning heaters. Got a couple in the shop. They require constant maintenance. Yeah, I definitely don't want to mess with something that's got to, like, you want to just go out, fire up your heater, and then get to work. And tired of being cold. Tired of being cold. Oh, $125 a month last month. That's really good. I'm thinking, like, I've always wanted solar, of course, and I already have a wind generator, so I'm thinking about putting up a wind generator, building my own battery bank, and using lithium-ion batteries. Maybe buy some, decommissioned Tesla batteries or something like that. I think it'd be really cool. Hey guys, everyone, we got 70 people in here now. That's really good. Everybody, go hit that thumbs up button. And looking for a lathe to do RC models? Absolutely, man. Get you an old Atlas lathe, one of the small ones, or just buy one of the China lathes. So, the little. Let's see. Who did the video on it? A lot of guys have done videos on. They're just mini lathes, and you can get better gears for them. They come with plastic gears, but they're good enough for anything like that you're going to be doing, and anything that I would be doing as well. So. Yes, this is insulation on the walls back here, and I can kind of show you how it works. So this beam sorry, buddy. This beam right here is actually like touching the exterior wall, and this is like a pillow of insulation, but it runs, they're in 6-foot sections, and it runs from the ceiling to the floor. So you drape it down, and then you put your outside panel on it. So the insulation is actually not that thick. It is nice. I think it's like R20 or something like that before you hang it, but once you hang it, there's just no way it's R20. And then you can look above the garage door. So those doors, they're all like that. You always have light and stuff getting in. So with the door open, with that going on, and with the insulation, it's 68 in here right now, and it's 95 outside. You walk out that door, and it punches you just straight hard. It's just crazy. So, say workers' comp for the dog. Justin sent you a text. Let's see if I got a text. You want me to read it online? I don't have a text, brother. Yeah, no text. So anyway, and I'm sure I know who Cutting Tool Designer is, but I'm probably we're on a first name basis, so I don't know who Cutting Tool Designer is, but I think I know who that is. Trying to open a new tab. Oh, nope, just a photo. Anyway. All right. What's it like flame resistant? Yeah, I can show you. Just glass. So it won't burn. So that's good. It's just like fiberglass, standard fiberglass insulation. The white that you're looking at is plastic. It's not just plastic, and this is probably one of the reasons that it is a lot cooler in here. It acts simultaneously as a vapor barrier, and then it has a radiant barrier, so it's shiny on the other side, and that's going to reflect any of the radiant heat that's coming in from the sun or from anything that's radiating heat. And then the inside is white, and the white part has a nice mesh built into it. They used to wrap chicken wire inside these shops, and the nylon inside there is taking place of the chicken wire. So it's pretty cool. You never got the letters with the stickers because they're still in a broke down car of mine. So I'll get them out to you, brother. That's to Antonio. Um, the only thing that'll go is the plastic outer cover. Yeah, and I think like they have to be up to like some kind of a spec. So I'm not sure exactly what it is. And I had a piece of the plastic cover. I bet it would burn. You got me wondering now. Like I want to see. Like, that's kind of the fun stuff. Is like, will it burn? Does it have a ridge vent? No, it doesn't. And we didn't put a ridge vent in it. And we're kind of letting the climate control system do like all of it. Now it will have a ventilation system, so it's kind of different. It's one I can damp down. But anytime I'm welding or I'm painting, I've got a paint booth set up. So I've got a big ducted fan, and that it's from a paint booth. It's from a paint booth wall, and I think it came from Warner Brothers. Stan Zinkowski, I don't know where it came from. Stan Zinkowski hooked me up with it, and so he builds paint booths and stuff like that, does ventilation. And so I was getting the whole thing, but my truck broke down, and I wasn't able to drive to California, so I couldn't bring it back. So we only could get what we fit in Steven's BMW, which was the blower motor. We like disconnected the bottom of the back seat. We took it out. This blower motor is like this big around and this thick, and then it's got a big like 4 horsepower motor on it. And we were able to shove that in the back of Steven's BMW and then slide the seat back over the top. It was pretty funny. Everybody got a kick out of it, Texas boys. So anyway, hi from Ireland, PC Man 70. What's up, brother? No, my number is the same. So I mean, I don't really send me an email at thegoodoftheland22.com. In fact, I think I know who this is because goodland22 at is it Dennis? Is that who I'm talking to? Let me know. Pretty sure it's Dennis because I got your number. And if it is, I will call you back because we got to talk. All right. So So anyway, yeah, lots of projects coming up. Like I said, I'm working on 3. I've got a Vaporust rocking on kind of a mix of 2 different projects right now, and then looks like the smart washer just shut off, and I love the smart washer, dude. I just kind of let it go. I'll give you a walkthrough on like how it works and what it does. This stuff. So it's pretty simple. You have an on and off switch. Right down in here at the bottom, there's a heat plate, and it keeps it heated up. I've got it set right now to like 110. I think it goes to 115. And then there's a circulation pump right there. And just use whatever parts you're working on. You also have a really, really good scrub brush right here. Bam. And you can scrub. And it's just really cool. This detaches and pops right off. And I still haven't done my main video on it. I just use it all the time. And I really do need to do my main video before it gets too dirty. I can always get a bigger smart washer and put the smart washer in the smart washer. So my hope is that they come out with a smaller version. And, you know, companies don't ever tell you like what they're doing. And so I have no idea if they will. But if they came out, I think they came out with like a benchtop version of it that held like, 5 gallons of juice and just set on the top. It would change a lot of guys' lives, man. It's really, really cool. I really like it. But it just depends on how much you use it. It holds 15 gallons of Aussie juice, and there's live microbes in there. And the microbes actually consume all the bad stuff that you put inside it. So that's kind of what makes it so unique, is that you're not getting all that stuff all over your hands. Let's see if I can turn that a little better. There we go. And so you can actually, I splashed it in my eye the other day, like literally it like right in my eye, and just blinked a little bit. It wasn't even like saline. There's nothing to it. There's nothing in there that's going to hurt your eyes. I'm not going to drink it, and I don't want to go swimming in it, but like you get it on your hands, it's not like it's going to kill your liver. That's the important thing. Oh, awesome stuff. So yeah, that over here, right there, that's just a wall of projects that are coming. And all of this, I got my drill, or one of my drills over there. That's a freaking big project that's on the way. So it's really exciting. And I don't know, it's just crazy to have this great of a shop where I can be out here not sweating, be completely comfortable, have everything I need set up, and rock and roll. I mean, the shop is far from set up. It's going to be set up really nice, but we'll see how that goes. So now that we're 44 minutes in and there's only 70 people here, we have some very interesting things going on, and because this is like a real private conversation. When you're a YouTuber, you get hit up a lot for television shows. We got multiple emails on Forged in Fire. They need one guy that's a really good at forging and 4 other people that, it doesn't necessarily matter that much. There's just 4 contestants. Not saying that all the people that lost, some of the best blacksmiths lost on Forged in Fire. And I'm far from I can't even call myself a blacksmith, guys. Like I'm just like a hobbyist. I own a forge and an anvil. I heat metal and I beat on it. So I'm not a blacksmith, but there's a lot of offers that come, like, television stations or television corporations will send out, cable company will send out, or cable company, networks will send out like an open casting call for a program that they think is a hot topic at that point in time. And so they sent out one for blacksmithing, and they came up with Forged in Fire. And that satisfied their blacksmithing thing, and whoever was presenting all the other blacksmithing shows that could have been that we've never got to see, that would have been nice to just like have someone teaching blacksmithing or doing the history of blacksmithing or something like that. The contest show won, and I think anything else would have been competition for it, and they didn't want that, and they're all owned by the same people, so why would they have 2? So anyway, there's a lot of different they're looking for a good show for restorations right now, and we actually have been sizzle reeled and presented to History Channel by a third party, by a production company, and they liked us, so they're giving us a call tomorrow, and seeing what's going on with that. It may 9 times out of 10 these things turn into nothing, guys. Like nothing ever happens. You can shoot you can shoot 6 whole episodes and have them in the can ready to go, and like have a contract on it, still get paid for it, but it'll never end up on the air. So television is a really fickle market. It's not something that I really care about that much or would love to do, but it is another opportunity, and one that if it works, we'll go down that road and kind of see what's up. So Shadon HKW, what's up, brother? No sweating at all, brother. It's nice and cool in here. Forge and Fire is my favorite show. Yeah, it's a really great show. So, yeah, we were just talking about the heat treat oven stand. Right chair, right over there. Makes a hell of a good burrito. Just kidding. You can't cook in it. So, freedom of YouTube is really cool. Yeah, I mean, you get a lot of. I don't like the idea of someone else attempting to edit my personality, or like take things out of context. I don't know, like the guys that did the show, the Duck Commander guys, their first season, those were Christians, right? And they're pretty devout Christians. Well, they edited in bleeps like they were cussing the whole first season. And the guys had no idea what was happening. They're like, no, we're done. We're done. We're not doing a second season. We're not doing any season because you guys keep making it look like we're cussing. And a television company, they got a hold of me and they wanted me to read a script for them. And they sent me the script, and I swear to God, it's in my toolbox. I should read it to you. It is so ridiculous. They're like, they wanted me to like be all aggressive and cuss. They had like 15 cuss words in the actual script that they sent me. It's like, I'm the best SOB in the business. Ain't no one better than me. And I was like, you not watch me like this. First off, you don't need that. You just like, that's why YouTube does so well, is because the content is interesting enough. The restoration stuff is very interesting. People don't talk, and you get in trouble if you talk. Like, they don't want to hear you talk. They just want to watch the tools and the restorations work. And that's one thing that television will never understand. So it should be interesting. We'll see what happens. So anyway, well, thank you. This is love personality. So yeah, the only way I'm doing anything on television is if I have a lot of control and final say over what airs. And I'm okay pushing the bounds. Like television, the thing is they got to have their drama, man. You got to make something up in between. One thing I was explaining to them is like when you're building something, you're working on a project, the drama is already there. Like you're already going to have to, like, something's broken, you're already fixing it. It's the reaction to the broken. So, it I don't know. It's with everything we work on. It's the Phoenix story. It's the death and rebirth. It's the hero's journey. Like it went through this long process, and then it had to go through this turmoil. And I mean, we're literally tearing these things into their individual components and disassembling them and destroying them. Like they will not function until we clean them and we love them and we put them back together and we assemble them and then breathe new life into them. And that first time you plug one of these old pieces of equipment into the wall and it operates and it's brought back to life, a lot of times better than it ever was because the tolerances are tighter. That's a story. You don't need more than that. Every restoration is the hero's journey. And that's enough. It's enough for me, and it's enough for everybody else that watches these kind of videos. And I don't know. I got a little hippie there. Sorry, guys. So I'll put that on the sizzle reel. 103 right now. Dang, Ronald. 123. Oh, yeah. Antonio, you're in Arizona. Yeah, it's freaking hot there. Oh, my God. I lived in Arizona for a while, guys. It's no joke. Like, yeah, Texas is, it's warm, but yes, how do you explain the new Yankee Workshop? It was a fantastic show, no drama. Exactly. It's perfect. It's what I'm saying is this is why people are leaving television to watch YouTube. This is why I watch YouTube. I don't have cable. I don't have DirecTV. I don't have anything like that. Like I hang out with you guys. I watch your channels, and because I don't watch it. And I would say the New Yankee Workshop is definitely more like a YouTube channel than it is like current network TV. It's not a game show. It's not a cooking show. And I love Forged in Fire. I really, really like it. But the way that Forged in Fire is set up, it is literally they call it the cooking show format. It's the cooking show contest. Four contestants, blah blah blah. They're baking a cake. They're fixing a car. They're forging a knife. They're doing whatever. They have a contest, and it was really funny. I was watching Making It, right? I was super excited because Jimmy DeRessa is on NBC, and I like Amy Poehler, and Hollywood politics aside, and I like Nick Offerman, and so I was really, really excited to see this show, and I'm like, and they're talking about it. They're like, oh yeah, man, it's about creativity. It's about celebrating these individuals, and they're going to be so creative. But then we're going to make them death fight for a badge. And I'm like, what? No, you ruined it. Don't make it a contest like that. Like, make it, I don't know, man. It just kills it for me every time. No contests. So, a little bit of contest is fine, but I'm not a competitive person. I'm a person that likes to get along with other people and like work together. So, anyway, well, you guys are listening to me rant right now. Hi from Japan. What's up, brother? Hey from Kentucky. Excuse me. The TV is nothing more than a decoration in my living room. Yeah, we were thinking about getting a smart TV so we can watch YouTube on it, but the television, it hasn't, like, it's really old, and our computer screens, like, this is all the TV I need right here. It's all in there. So I think that's good enough. But it would be kind of nice to like watch YouTube in high def on my screen. But as you guys know, my internet sucks, so it's never gonna happen anyway. 320p for me all day, or 380 or whatever it is. All right, guys. Well, it's been about an hour. I think that's about it. I think I'm gonna call it, and we're gonna get to work. And hopefully you guys have enjoyed this. And I don't know, we'll do another live stream soon. The live streams have been kind of mild and slow, and we haven't had a lot of viewers on the live stream. And I think that's because a lot of people aren't getting notifications. And that's unfortunate. But look like we got some notifications out this time, so that makes me happy. Okay, I'll do that. Oh, that's cool. Look up the BBC series Repair Shop. And you're going to get a lot more of that with the BBC as you will with some of the other stuff. So I used to call the History Channel, I love the History Channel. That's all I'm going to say. No, but some of the programs, we would call it the or show, where they're like, it could be this, or it could be this, or it could be this. It could be aliens, or it could be giant lizards, or it could be, just whatever. It's like half the stuff they make up. It's just crazy. So anyway. Keep my mouth shut. All right, guys. We will talk to you guys later. Hello from Sweden. Par, you're a little late, brother. Sorry, but you can always go back and rewatch it. I'm keeping an eye on you, my friend. Cutting tool designer. Is that Dennis? I'm going to figure this out. So you guys, yep, I got nothing. Goodland22.com, or sorry, Goodland22 at gmail.com for emails. So cutting tool designer, send me an email and let me know who you are. And it is okay. I got your number. I'll call you after this, and we can chat because I have your number. So and go to Landfest at gotlfest.com or go to theland.com and then just go through the website and find your way to that page. It's just another page on the website. So anyway, love you guys. It's been awesome hanging out with you. I'm going to love going back and reading all these comments because Amy wasn't here, so I didn't get to read any at all. So, and Stan just put up the information right there for the Good Land Fest. Stan and I are talking about just all kinds of stuff, guys. I may even end up doing a live with Stan soon, like doing one split screen. One from, he's in California, I'm here, and we just kind of talk about the fest. We'll figure that out. Steven and I were talking about it today. So go now, register, goodland.com, get your 2-day ticket or your single-day ticket, your choice. There's all kinds of stuff to do down there for families as well. So you want to spend the second day doing something else. Your wife doesn't want to come because she doesn't know what she wants to do. Well, guess what? Chris and Joanna Gaines, just remember those names. Chris and Joanna Gaines, okay? They have a TV show. They're like 30 miles from us. Huge deal. to all women. Every woman on the planet will go nuts over that. What you doing, buddy? I'm going outside. So yeah, Chris and Joanna Gaines just right down the road, so the wives can take off and go look at home improvement stuff. And I think it's called Magnolia. And it's down in Waco. It's right around the corner, and really close, really cool. And then you guys can just come hang out with us, and we'll blacksmith all day, and we'll hang out, and we'll do all the incredible stuff that I'm not allowed to tell you about right now, and it frustrates me so bad. So anyway, all right, guys, we're going to talk to you later. I'm going to end the stream now. God bless you all, and have an incredibly wonderful day. Goodbye. Take it easy, Lone Star Living. Down HKW. Awesome. MP, best wishes, and we'll see you guys later. Bye. Yep, I said end. And end. Later, buddy.